Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Boss Rush Podcast, a great place to play games and be better. I'm one of your hosts, Corey Deering, and alongside me, as always, is the PC Muscle Race himself, LeRon Dawkins.
What's poppin'?
Also joining us is the mad pharmacist herself, Stephanie Klimov.
Good evening, friends.
Speaking of friends, guys, we have a special guest. We're not even pre-gaming the show. Okay, we got a special guest, Twitch streamer, NerderSheWrote.
What's up, everybody?
Welcome.
Woo!
Hello.
Hello. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being our guest. Stephanie comes through again with a guest. So
Yeah, just a quick history, and I don't know if you do housekeeping before we have her talk a bit about herself, but I met her along with a bunch of awesome people at PAX because that's where all the cool people go.
Thanks for rubbing it
I
in.
forgot again, like how you know Dan.
Dan O'Mac. I met him. Gosh, I think I originally met him through Instagram, like before I even started streaming, and I was
Okay.
just posting my indie game reviews on Instagram. And then he found me and brought me into a Discord, and we kind of just
Okay.
been friends ever since.
Gotcha. So yeah, that's like how we all kind of like I wanted to meet Dan in person. And then he's like, I gotta like introduce you to these really awesome people. So thank you, Dan.
Thanks, Dan. Yeah, Dan O'Mac has hooked me up with some cool people. He keeps introducing me to cool people. So
Yeah.
shout out to Dan O'Mac.
Takes one to know one, I guess, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I like them. They're dinosaur machine kids.
Hmm?
They're good kids.
Yeah. Well, do you want to tell us about yourself and what you do? Because you're kind of out there on the internet.
Yeah, I'm on the internet, on the interwebs. Yeah, I'm NerderSheWrote. I stream indie games on twitch.tv/NerderSheWrote. I just started a YouTube channel. So when I met Stephanie at PAX, I was exploring all the indie games there and talking to devs, and I've been putting together video recaps of all of my experiences at all the publisher booths and all the other indie booths. So I've been doing that, and I am a producer in real life / marketing manager.
Nice. Same.
Yeah.
Do you have like a favorite indie publisher or indie dev?
Oh, Annapurna.
Yeah, good
That's
choice.
a popular one. That is a popular one.
Yeah, Annapurna has to be like top tier for me. I don't think I've played a single game they've put out I didn't like. Sayonara Wild Hearts is one of my favorites. Actually, I have like a skate deck on the wall over here from them.
Nice.
If you haven't played it, it's amazing. Like the music is fire. It's about going through a breakup and kind of finding yourself. But the music is so good. It's like not necessarily rhythm based.
I was like, is it a rhythm game? Because I won't be good at it.
It's kind of, but you don't really need to be good at rhythm to get it. Like there's definitely patterns with the music, but it's not. You'll be fine. And I won't spoil it, but there's a surprise voiceover actress.
Ooh,
Okay.
okay.
It's like a pretty big get, I feel like.
Oh,
but I don't want to
ooh.
spoil it because I know how I felt when I got to the end and they were rolling the credits, and I was like, wait, no way. I'm like, of course that's them.
Wow, okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's a little bit about me.
Cool. Well, I'm glad you're here. This is exciting. You know what else is exciting? LeRon, I got your message.
Okay, cool.
I got your message. I know
Yeah,
I look overexposed on the Skype camera.
Dang it! Why you couldn't have kept it a secret?
No.
Shoot,
No, I use a different camera for Skype than I do for the stream. So.
Okay, you know what? Actually, yeah, it actually looks pretty decent over on the stream. Like I'm checking it out right now.
I know. You're always checking me out, LeRon.
Your mic, it looks so fluffy.
Mine? I know. It's like
Yeah.
it's so I have this Yeti Blue Yeti mic, and like it kept picking up excessive breathing maybe because I'm a terrible breather.
Excessive breathing.
I don't know, but like
Who else is breathing?
it's like it just picked up outside noise, and this keeps it from getting in. It just captures my voice
Ghosts.
as
The ghosts.
yeah, the ghost.
When you say that, it reminds me of that kid from Hey Arnold, the nerd who's like
Oh
following
my god!
the background, like
100%. Yes. Oh my god, that's so good.
Hey, Stephanie said it, not me. So don't get mad at me tonight.
And I'm the new kid, so
I'm just
you can't-
explaining my fluff, okay?
You're dead cat.
And not the fluff that LeRon asked me. Are you up at 2:00 in the morning? I'm saying.
oh.
You just had to let everybody know that we DM sweet nothings to each other.
We
And
do,
by nothing I mean nothing.
Until your boyfriend comes up, he's like, "Gotta go." Hey, how's my thumbnail look? Gotta go. Boyfriend's up.
Wow, you just dropping it all, aren't you?
Then the next day, he ignores mine and Stephanie's messages the whole day,
Yep.
trying to put something together.
Wait. I explained exactly what happened, how this has been going for me lately on last week's After Dark. I explained.
Gotta work. Gotta.
Is that code?
Yeah.
it.
Code for something.
Got it work.
Gotta work.
No, that's not it at all. Actually, it's more like the like I have this thing where like basically I'm OCD with my phone. So like every single like thing that like gives notifications. Number one, I sit there and I find a ringtone so I know specifically like what is going off. So like if it's Discord, if it's Twitter, if it's text messaging, stuff like that. So I think I put myself into a bit of a sensory overload with that because throughout the course of the day, like various things will be chatting and tweeting and wanting notifications, all that stuff. So now I have anxiety.
Yeah,
So
no
it's
doubt.
So it's one of those things because my initial thought was like I'll give all these specialized ringtones so I know what to look at and what to ignore. Now it's to the point where it's like I want to ignore everything.
Yeah.
Wow.
That is on silent. You gotta select the little moon. Turn it off.
Mm-hmm.
To be honest, I have all of my Twitter DMs and all of my Discord messages silented because I'm in so many chats and so many conversations.
Everyone's so popular on this podcast. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm getting so many alerts too.
No, it's not. It's not that we're popular. It's just that we all have our friends and we all find out we're lonely during the course of the day. So we're like, hey, you out there? Hey, what's going on?
LeRon can speak for himself. I'm super popular.
Well, I tried not to, blow up everybody's social media today when the Indie World Showcase came on. I'm like, oh my gosh!
Oh,
you
were nuts. I saw all of it.
Yeah.
You were nuts. I didn't see the Indie World Showcase, but I did see your notifications.
Yeah. I
Well,
heard
we'll talk
that
about
nothing
that.
exciting was announced today for that.
Don't ruin it. We'll get there.
Okay.
Corey, do you have some very important list of names that you should be reading off?
Yes, I do.
Yeah,
I'm getting there. So actually, I have 3 things to announce today before
Gasp.
we get going. First of all, guys, I went to bed last night at 10:30 and woke up at 7:15. So
For real?
that was the most sleep I've gotten in probably 6 months, and it was awesome.
It's amazing.
Oh.
Second, we here at the Boss Rush Network have a Patreon. You can get the Boss Rush Podcast, Expansion Pass, Standard Definition, and After Dark all early for just $1. But if you want to be a Patreon producer on this here show and all of our other podcasts, you can subscribe at the $5 tier. Now, everybody, we have 4 very important names supporting us at the $5 tier this month. So, without further ado, we have, at the $5 producer tier, Quentin Jackson, Rebecca Jewell, Adriel Munger. I got your message, by the way, that I pronounced your name right. That's great. Great. I was concerned, but then I just kept going. Anyways, and my wife, Sana Dierig. So thank you to our $5 Patreon producers.
Woo!
We couldn't do this without you. Although that is a lie, because we could, but we appreciate you. We appreciate your support.
We
appreciate
like having people along for the ride.
I was like about to sign up, but then he's like, "We can do it without you." It's like, "Oh, okay, never mind."
Oh,
Corey,
Corey, look what you did.
I mean, you're not gonna like what I have to say next. We appreciate our under $5 supporters as well. But just remember, all of our content is free. We just like to give you a little bit of a perk for signing up. So, last but not least, everybody, we have 2 new Nintendo Power Block merch items up on the store.
Yeah.
We have the episode 300 logo is up, and we have the Elite Block Agents shirt up. So if you want to show your support for Nintendo Power Block, you can go over there on our Redbubble store. You go to bossrush.net, click on the store icon, it'll take you right there. You can purchase stickers, a mug, a shirt, a hat, an apron, whatever you fancy. So, that's it. That's all I have to announce. So, anyways, sometimes we like to talk about what we've been playing and watching on this show. NerderSheWrote, you are our esteemed guest. We are going to let you go first.
Oh wow, the pressure.
It's the pressure.
The pressure. What am I playing? I'm playing. So on stream, I'm playing Trek to Yomi from
What is
Devolver
that?
Digital. Oh, it's so cool. It's Let me pull up like the descriptions because I don't want to botch this.
I'm gonna tell you right here. Stephanie is the indie person. I am not the indie person.
Yeah, Stephanie is the indie person.
Why? So before I talk about Trek to Yomi, is there like a reason you're not indie, or it just happens to be like
It's just, I mean,
venture?
I like certain indie games. Like I love Shovel Knight. I love
cool.
Axiom Verge. I love Hyper Light Drifter. There's games that I
Great.
like, right?
Yeah. Okay. It's not
It's
like
just-
it's indie. I refuse to play.
Yeah. No, I just like look.
Nah,
90
he's not pretentious like that.
Look, 90% of the indies that I look at either have the word roguelike or procedurally generated game in there, and I'm just like pass. Anytime I see those words, I pass.
You're not into roguelike games, yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay, that's totally fair. Well, Trek to Yomi is a side-scrolling action game, and it's let's see. You're like, it looks like a samurai movie. It's all black and white. The animation on it looks like it honestly just like looks like a film. It's kind of like this grainy texture to it. And you're kind of trying to seek justice, I think. Let me just pull it up here. As a vow to your dying master, the young swordsman Hiroki is sworn to protect his town and the people he loves against all threats. So you start out like young, you're training to be a samurai, and then your village kind of gets taken over, and as you proceed to like explore and everything, it like flash forwards to present day. You have protected your village, but now it's under attack again. And so I'm in the middle. I don't know what the ending is yet, but I'm in the middle of like basically everything's on fire and terrible, and I'm just trying
kind
to
of like
kill.
life. No.
Kind of like life.
Yeah.
But it is so good. I can't even express to you like the camera angles on it too. Like it's not just side scrolling. Like you'll be walking and you can like walk into the background, and then the focus will change, or you can walk to the foreground and then the background gets blurry. It's just it's so cool.
That's a Devolver Digital, right?
Yeah. And
I love Devolver.
yeah, they are fire. They have really good stuff.
I like
What are
the
you playing?
Duncan
Are you
shirt.
playing it on Game Pass?
No, I actually just got rid of my Game Pass. I'm playing it on PlayStation.
All right.
Yeah, I'm a Sony girl. So I had Game Pass for the PC, but I found anytime I tried to stream a game from Game Pass, it just would crash my stream. So I was like, I'm gonna get rid of this and just I'm gonna pay full price for games.
I've encountered that problem too, where it seems like there's something, because like the Game Pass games are wired through Game Bar, And Game Bar is not as user friendly as user friendly or as intuitive as Microsoft thinks it is.
It's because I think they aren't they getting rid of it and just putting a launcher in Windows 11. Isn't that what they're doing? And they haven't
Windows 11.
updated they haven't updated Game Bar in like a long time.
Oh.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. No. The only thing they did recently was they enhanced like HDR settings, which most people aren't even gaming on HDR.
Mm-hmm.
Not for
yeah,
streams,
but that's a system. That's a system level thing. That's not a Game Bar thing.
Yeah, that is a system level thing, but it's integrated in Game Bar.
Yeah, I can't wait to play this. I actually bought the Trek to Yomi for PS5 from Special Reserve, and it comes with it's signed by the developers, and it's got like this jacket
cool.
artwork.
Nice.
Yeah. And
Oh,
art
nice.
card.
It's
Yeah.
really, really good so far. I love it. It's just it's like you're playing a movie. I can't describe it any other way. Like, if you've seen any sort of like vintage samurai, like kung fu kind of thing, it feels like that.
Side tangent. I think this is like probably like the 10th podcast in a row we've had a guest on that primarily plays on PlayStation, and it makes me feel like I shouldn't be here because I don't have a PlayStation. So-
Oh no, it's okay. I also play on Switch, so I'm actually playing Stardew Valley. That's my off-stream game right now. So I'm Stardewing it up on Switch. And yeah, those are my systems.
Also, I found out I can't buy a PlayStation through PlayStation because I already bought one for somebody through my PlayStation account. And like if you've already purchased one through your account, you can't buy another one.
That sounds like a you problem.
I mean, it's not really a problem. I'm waiting till they get smaller and cheaper.
Yeah, they will. Yeah.
Because
They're good.
yeah. So
I love it.
if I get one, I don't know. I haven't like decided yet.
Ooh. Jake from State Farmer says Xbox is greater than PlayStation.
Wow, gee.
I think in a user experience situation, I agree. From a UI and just ease of use.
The host
by the way,
the host of Crossroads is not going to say a word.
By the way, shout out to all the new people in our chat tonight. I'm not sure, but I'm assuming our guest has brought in all of these people into our chat. Welcome. I know we're new voices to you, but we love everyone here on the Boss Rush podcast. So cool. Anyways,
that should be like another topic for another day, like just a nice. I don't know if it should be for Crossroads, but Xbox versus PS5. And I'm ashamed to admit it. This is the first time I've had all current gen consoles, and I have not played enough with my Xbox and PS5 side by side to actually make a good comparison. But I'd love to do that someday.
You are the perfect guinea pig.
Yeah. Once that novel gets written, I'll play my heart out.
Here's the thing. I love my Xbox, but not for the reason why people love Xbox generally. I like the user experience, and I think the online works great, and I like Game Pass. I like Halo, but I don't love Halo. I'm not a Forza person. And the only other game that I really love is Gears. They don't have anything else ever. So, anyways. That's my Xbox.
I like the Sony exclusives, I have to say. So
That's the main reason.
Those are pretty nice.
Yeah, that's the main reason for me, honestly. And also, like the bulk of my friends, like my friends in real life, are PlayStation gamers. So it's easier to just like, hey, let's get on and play a game whenever I do decide to turn the system on.
Yeah.
Because I made the horrible mistake of letting my roommate take it downstairs to the main TV. And now it's like, okay, I really want to play my PlayStation, but I'm too lazy to go downstairs and play down there.
Yeah.
Because I prefer to be in my room playing my game.
Hold on. Jake from State Farmer. I didn't say I didn't like Halo. I just said I don't love Halo.
Wow.
I said I like Halo. I don't love Halo, is what I said.
That's Jake's jam. He loves Halo.
Oh, man. I like Halo. I hear the show is pretty bad.
I hear the show's pretty bad too, but I also couldn't. Once I knew who was casted as Master Chief, I couldn't even tune in.
Oh, Porn Stash from Orange is the New Black.
Is that who is he's
Yeah.
from
Is
there
that
too?
who it is? Is
So,
that who it was?
Yeah.
I know him from Law and Order SVU, and he had like this whole story arc where he was like a horrible person to Olivia, and like did really really bad things, and so I can only see him in that role, and so to have him like as the guy that's the face of Halo, I'm like, not that guy.
Come on. You
He's
can't,
bad.
You can't condemn an actor if they're doing,
I
if they
know,
do
I
a
know, it's
really
like-
good job at any of the roles they played. You know?
I know,
Actually-
it's so awful, but I can't not see him like that.
I've been watching the Halo series, and I think it's because like I'm not a Halo gamer. Like I played the first game way back when the original Xbox was a thing, you know, and just never kept on with it and stuff like that. So you know, like I'm enjoying the show. Like I think like it's got a wonderful. I mean, it's got an astronomical budget, and man, they make things happen with it. But you know, like I don't, but the fact that I don't have that much knowledge with it, I guess it's different for me because I'm actually enjoying the show, and I'm actually learning a lot about the Halo universe just by watching this show. And it's funny because like it actually made me go back and watch like who's I think it's Game Bolt. They have a whole like retrospective on the entire Halo series, and I started watching that just to see what all matches up. And there's a lot of stuff that you know like the show does things differently, but it all looks like it stacks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's geared for people like yourself, where that you're not in the Halo universe, like you're not like a super fan of the game, so you're coming in like super open-minded, and you're like, hey, this is great. And
Well,
Yeah.
here's what I will say. Because like I'm one of those people that I can't stand when like you know because I've had a lot of my favorite properties you know wind up becoming TV shows or movies and stuff, and the first thing I'm always like is why do they make this stuff for like another consumer and not for somebody like me? Which I understand why. I understand how Hollywood and you know how money works, you know.
Yeah.
But what I will say about my experience with Halo is that I'm kind of glad that I don't know that much about Halo because like I'm actually getting a pretty good enjoyment out of it, you know. Yeah. But also, I've never been a good player of first-person shooter games. It's like that, so that's why I've never like actually stuck with
Same.
Halo. Yeah.
I think that's why I lean towards Sony too, because it's like Xbox is like just owns
it's
online
it's
gameplay
home
and like
it's home of
shooters.
first-person shooters.
Yeah, they own that space, and I'm just like, I am a stormtrooper when I shoot. I have zero aim. Even if I can lock onto the enemy, I'm still missing somehow. It's bad. So, does watching the series make you want to play Halo though?
It does actually. It does.
Like, just dabble, like just
as a matter of fact, I did install the campaign for Infinite through Game Pass. Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
You are like the perfect consumer for them. Like they, they are
they got
nailing
you.
their
They
marketing
did.
plan right now.
They did. It's true. Yeah, but I mean,
Kiki Wolfkill loves you right now. Anyways. Who's next? Who was talking? How do we get on Halo? Oh, Xbox first PlayStation.
Yeah. Because the chat's blowing up about the fact that you're not the quintessential Xbox fan.
I'm not. Look, I'm not, and I get it, right? I don't care. You know what? I don't care. I like. Look, I've been playing Assassin's Creed.
No. This guy's
no.
Don't let this guy fool you, stream chat. This guy's a Destiny fan, but when I say fanboy, like I am doing the word of
Destiny
disservice.
is not an Xbox game, though. It's a multi-platform game.
Okay, that's true. That is true.
They are owned by Sony now.
They're owned by Sony now.
Sir.
Actually, the FTC is already starting to investigate the whole like Sony like.
They investigate everything.
I know. They're not gonna. If they didn't find anything crazy about Activision Blizzard for Microsoft, and they didn't find anything crazy about like ZeniMax, Bethesda, they're not gonna find anything about Bungie and Sony. Oh.
Yeah. Destiny though, that's a game.
Yeah.
I've not gotten into it.
Well, I've got another friend that's want me to play Destiny, so I might be hitting you up soon, Corey.
You should come play Destiny with me, LeRon. We are looking for people terribly to play with. Me and my friend Mitch, who we don't play with anybody else because nobody else wants to play with us.
Oh, you sound like me with Monster Hunter. Like I have like 2 people I play with. I don't want to play with anybody
Whoa,
else.
started Monster Hunter Rise this
You
week.
did?
I did.
You did?
I did.
What weapon are you? What
I'm
weapon
going.
are you using?
Hold on. All right. I guess I'll just go then, since I'm already talking. I played Monster Hunter Rise. I created my character. It took me like 40 minutes because of all of the options. So that was fun.
How many times you cycled through the voices?
Oh my gosh, like 1,000. So, yeah. And then I had to create my little dog friend. So that was fun.
Dog and cat.
Yeah. Yeah. I think Stephanie's frozen. Is she
I
frozen?
think she is, yeah.
Is it
Yeah,
just
she's
me?
frozen.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she's fine.
Stephanie.
She'll be back. And then I went through like the weird tutorial thing. You got to go talk to and take a picture of that guy. And then you had to go talk to the twin girls that I don't really understand their thing because I skipped through all the tutorial, which was probably a terrible idea.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine. Look, if I need help, LeRon will jump in and help me. It's fine.
Damn right.
I tend to do the same thing. Like, I'm so bad at reading instructions. I'm like, I'll just press buttons and figure it out. And if I can't, I'll look it up.
I am the worst at that because there was a time I used to like read every single thing that was on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
And like when I'm getting into the very beginning of the game and stuff, the last thing I want to do is read.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gosh,
I'll sit there.
people said the Twilight Princess tutorial was bad. Dang, Monster Hunter is like 5 hours long.
Wait, people think that Twilight Princess?
People hate Twilight Princess, and those people
I
are
love
liars.
Twilight Princess.
It's my favorite Zelda game. Don't tell anybody.
Me too.
Yes. I have a friend, guys. You guys are all fired. We're starting our own thing. But yeah, man, there was a lot. Stephanie has texted us. I'm all frozen. BRB. Great.
Okay.
Where was I? Oh, Monster Hunter.
Monster Hunter.
And then I got tired and I went to bed. I got to the point where I was going on my first mission. You're supposed to go out that big gate out the left side of the main kind of area. And I said, you know what? I know how long these monster hunts take. I'm going to bed.
Yeah.
What weapon?
I don't know. It's the one that you start with.
The one that you start with.
Yeah. It's like a sword or something.
Does it have a shield?
No.
Oh,
It's just this big sword that's hanging out on my back. I don't know.
I'm guessing it's the Great Sword Shoe.
Sure.
Like, I'm such a bad Monster Hunter player. I usually go straight to the box and pick the weapon that I normally play with, which is the gun lance.
Remember when you wanted to start a Monster Hunter podcast, LeRon? You can't even tell me what weapon I'm using? Come on.
Which is coming back.
Exciting.
He's got to find a co-host first.
That's the problem. That is the problem. That is the problem. Like a lot of people I know, they don't want to be on stream, and I'm not sure if they don't want to be on stream or they don't want to be on stream with me. I'm not sure what it is.
Wow.
Or is it on stream talking about Monster Hunter? And they like.
Why do you think I asked Stephanie to be here? I had to even it out. Anyways, but I like it. I think I like where it's going. Although playing a game like that at 30 frames a second is struggle.
Why do you think as soon as it came to PC, I was like, "Oh, I'm out."
I don't have a PC, LeRon.
I know. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
Maybe
I will come to the backwater 30 frames when you need help. I will come there.
But other than that, I played some Destiny. It's always a good time. Nothing new to report there. Just waiting on the new season to start in 2 weeks-ish. This week's the last week of Iron Banner, though. So you Destiny players out there, turn in your tokens because they're going away next season.
Iron Banner. What is that? What is that? Because my buddy's actually trying to get me to play Destiny right now.
It's a competitive PvP mode that the armor this season kind of sucks, but there's going to be new armor next season, which I'm really excited for, but they haven't shown it off yet. It's probably going to be in the TWAB tomorrow, which is exciting. The TWAB stands for This Week in Bungie.
Oh,
If
I
anybody
thought
doesn't
you were
know.
saying.
Yeah, I thought he was saying something else.
Yeah.
Nope. TWAB.
Oh, that was a TWAT.
Nope. Nope. That's a good word though.
Playing the old TWAT.
Yeah. What does Stoy always say? Taint? Is that what
Yep,
Stoy always
it's
says?
taint.
We should get that shirt up on the merch store. Welcome back, Stephanie.
Dude, it was weird. My entire laptop crashed. Probably has something to do with the fact that I dropped it earlier today.
Well, that's
Oh no.
maybe a little bit.
Maybe.
It's mad at you.
What else? What else? Oh, I played Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I'm like back in it. I'm back in. I can't. I love that game so much.
I want to love that game. I want to love Assassin's Creed, but anytime I've tried, I fall asleep. It's just like, sneak over here, sneak over there.
Oh, you're just not far enough. Look, I'm jumping off cliffs. I'm stabbing people. I'm fighting like 3 guys at a time, stealing one guy's shield and knocking him over.
I want to like.
Yeah.
Step.
Yeah, Odyssey's where it's at if you want that.
Okay, I guess I'll just skip ahead. Do I need to play the others to play that one?
No.
Is Odyssey the super, super, super long one?
There are 3 super, super long ones. This is the second of the 3.
Okay.
Yeah, because Valhalla is the current. Valhalla's the current long.
Yeah,
one,
and
right?
they just came out with a massive expansion that's like 40 hours long.
Yeah.
It's Origins, which is on Game Pass right now. Odyssey, which I think is the best of the current trilogy, and Valhalla. So.
Okay. See, it's similar to how like Far Cry is, where it's a long-standing series that I want to get into, but I can't get into. Not to say I never will. It's just like, I don't know.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't play Unity, and I didn't really play Syndicate, so that's fine. Although Syndicate I wanted to play, but I was just so burnt out on Assassin's Creed because they released one every year, and the year before they released 2. And it's like, oh my gosh, there's so much Assassin's Creed, and then they took a year off, and it was like,
so
thank
much
God.
sneaking around.
Yeah. Now it's
Hours
like
of sneaking.
These current 3 are open world action RPGs, though.
Oh, okay.
They're not like
That sounds
stealth
more
games
fun.
like that first one.
That's the thing. I can't do first person and I can't do stealth games. I'm like Uncharted is my jam. You can just like jump in the middle of like 50 dudes and throw grenade. I'm gonna shoot them all until the screen fills up in red, and then I'm gonna hide behind this box until I cool down, and then I'm gonna go back at it again. Yeah, that's like my type of gameplay.
Yeah, I get it.
Sneaking around.
I get it.
Who's got the time?
No, yeah, who's got the patience too? You know, it's like
In this
man.
economy.
I gotta, sneak up on this guy and, make sure the lights are off and gotta hide his body. Who's got that?
Oh, yeah.
So,
Ooh.
what else was I playing? Super Mario 3D World. I'm almost at 100%. Almost. I'm almost there. I've got like 5 levels to go, and I will be done.
Nice.
But LeRon, this one's for you. I finally saw the new Spider-Man movie.
All right. Let's talk.
And
No.
Spoilers.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
And no spoilers, but
we'll talk at 1 o'clock in the morning.
yeah. No spoilers, but I'm not the biggest Spider-Man fan. Like, I remember watching the Tobey Maguire movies when they came out, and like I liked the first Andrew Garfield one enough. I didn't see the second one, so I don't really whatever. But I was actually surprised at how much I was like into this movie.
That's good.
Yeah.
And, like, it just, I don't know. It was a special movie. I get why people love this movie.
Yeah, I will hands down say this is probably the best Spider-Man film I have seen. The best one.
I want a sequel to this movie. I don't, you know what I mean? Like, the
next 3 films are technically sequels to this movie.
I know, whatever. You know what I mean? I'm just saying.
No. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, like what's been announced of the new film is supposed to deal with all the blowback from what happened in this entire movie.
Yeah. So I watched it. It was great. I loved it. Also, I've already been spoiled for Doctor Strange, so that's fun.
No
Oh,
spoilers.
Yeah, I've been spoiled.
that-
I've been spoiled too, unfortunately.
I've been pretty good about it, so nothing.
All,
Don't ruin it for me yet.
I'm not, but like as somebody whose job it is to sit on social media most of the day, right? It's just like
Inevitable.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
gonna
you-
happen.
yeah, you-
Whatever.
You can't,
And
you
like
can't escape it.
and Doctor Strange is just like one of those movies where I'm just like, okay, I'm ready to see what's next. You know, I don't really care about Doctor Strange.
I
do.
actually never cared about Doctor Strange, but it was a delightful movie. I liked it.
The first one.
I kind
Or-
of don't remember what happened in the first one. But the Madness multiverse, whatever.
You saw it?
I saw it.
Oh, you've seen it?
Oh,
Okay.
dang.
Okay.
Yes, I've seen that, not the latest Spider-Man movie. It's a long story, but I saw it, and
Interesting. I can't wait. I'm just waiting for like the theater to be a little less crowded.
Yeah. Same.
I'm just
As
gonna.
a matter of fact, I've gotten to the point now where I don't even try to fight like the opening weekend with Marvel movies anymore.
Oh.
I don't.
Yeah, it was like whatever the first one was that came back in the theater. Was it Spider-Man? Actually,
I think it was Spider-Man.
I did because I waited till like the last week that was in the theater. Like
Yeah.
no one was in there, but
I think Shang-Chi
Yeah.
was technically in theaters too, but I think it was like a
oh
day
right,
and
but I
date.
did watch that at home.
Yeah, because I think it was day and date or it was like 30 or 40 days
Yeah.
after on Disney Plus.
Yep.
That's
And I remember feeling so guilty,
Yeah.
like because I've seen every Marvel movie in the theater.
yeah.
well, just to address comment in the chat, Jake, are you guys a little marveled out? I'll admit I actually was one of the people that did have Marvel fatigue. Like around the time when the TV shows came out, like I didn't see
Mhm.
Loki. I know. It's just by that point they started coming out with
That's
that. I
fair,
just
that's
couldn't
fair.
do it anymore.
Mhm.
That's why I took I haven't seen the last Spider-Man movie. I saw Shang-Chi just because I have a personal connection, like culturally, so I went
Sure.
to go see it. And the Eternals. I almost want to say Returnal, but that's
Oh, you
Eternals.
could. Everyone can just skip Eternals. That was.
yeah. I
That's what I
didn't
keep
care.
hearing. That's what I keep hearing. But I have
Not
to see
true.
it
If
before-
you are going to go ride the new Guardians of the Galaxy ride at Disney World, you have to have seen the Eternals because it's
No,
part
I
of the
can
story of the
I
ride.
guarantee you can skip it and still know what's going
No,
on.
I
in
know.
that
I'm just
ride.
kidding. But like they tell you, like there's like a whole
Yeah.
because like I'm a big Disney fan and like
Yeah, please
all
don't get
the
him started.
all the Disney World like fan sites are like, here's what you need to watch before you go ride
Oh
Guardians
my
of the Galaxy. I'm like, it's a
gosh.
roller coaster, guys. Relax. Chris
Yeah.
Pratt is probably gonna make some '80s joke about Epcot and the rides that aren't there anymore, and everybody else is just gonna look at him like he's dumb.
Yeah, right now Eternals is the only movie I have not seen yet. But yeah,
That was
I
a
didn't
slog.
realize. I didn't think I had Marvel fatigue, but given how slow I've been to actually catch the films as they've come out, yeah, I have Marvel fatigue. Like the shows I've been all right with the exception of Moon Knight. I have not invested any time in Moon Knight.
It was fine. It was fine. Moon Knight
It
was
was
fine.
so good.
You know, it's funny. I'm not sure what it is about why I'm not jumping on Moon Knight. I know for sure I was never a fan of the comics, but I don't know specifically why I haven't jumped on that one. Given that every other Marvel property that's come out on Disney Plus, as far as those TV shows and stuff, I've been like, oh yeah, day one, let's do this.
Yeah.
I think
I think maybe it's because like they're still like carrying on from characters we already knew, and Moon Knight is technically a brand new one. As
Yeah.
far
Yeah.
yeah,
so new.
and I think that's the reason. But I mean, also, like I'm invested in Scarlet Witch. I'm invested in the Falcon.
Mhm.
I'm invested in Loki.
Mhm.
I'm invested in Hawkeye. Man, I thought Hawkeye
Oh,
was so refreshing.
So good.
Yeah.
I-
I
Plus-
didn't care about Hawkeye at all from the movies, and then I was
Yeah.
like, "We're really giving him a show."
Mhm.
and plus, I still have a crush
it
on
was
Haley
great.
Steinfeld.
I mean, who
Oh, yeah.
doesn't though? I mean,
Well, I
Even
mean,
I
I
do.
mean, as a person of my particular age, I couldn't admit that I liked her all the way back, in Ender's Game, when she was like 14, I liked her character, I didn't like her.
Right.
I saw Pitch
Yeah.
Perfect 3 and I was okay.
Yeah. Actually, do you know what was that movie? She was like the little girl. The first time I ever saw her, she was the little girl in that movie with was it Matt Damon? It was like a Wild West. She was like seeking revenge. Someone like killed her father, and she's like,
I
this
had
little...
I had no idea.
She's like a little cowgirl seeking revenge. I forget the name of that movie. True Grit. That's what it is. Thank you.
Wait,
Yeah.
she was in True Grit?
Yeah, she's the badass little girl.
Wow,
And so,
wow.
and then I saw Pitch Perfect. I'm like, that girl looks really familiar. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
For some reason, when
Yes.
you said the Western, the first thing that popped into my mind was that bad Jonah Hex movie with Josh Brolin and
no.
Megan Fox in it.
Woof.
Moon
Knight was great though. I didn't know a thing about that character. I knew nothing. I went in completely blind.
I don't know anything about that character either.
I have to say, I'm not marveled out. I think I'm more excited for the Star Wars stuff that's coming because Obi-Wan starts in 2 weeks, and like I've been on this really kind of, I wouldn't say weird Star Wars kick, but like I'm ready for more Star Wars, right? And Obi-Wan and Ewan McGregor is just like the greatest thing to happen to Star Wars ever.
Sure.
And I watched an interview with him today. It was like a 2.5 minute thing that somebody filmed on their phone during like their red carpet thing, and he was talking to somebody who like was young enough to like, you know, the prequels are like their Star Wars movies, and he was like my relationship with Star Wars is complicated because it took us 15 years to hear a generation of people who grew up with the prequel movies being their Star Wars movies, and it was like, wow, that's really heartwarming.
That's cute.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Well, and Darth Vader is back.
I know.
A Christian, what's his name?
Hayden Christensen.
Hayden Christensen.
Yeah.
So like for him to like come back and
Yes.
do that role is kind of epic.
I know.
I do like they had the same actor. It's nice.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's wild. I mean, what else has he been doing? But
Nothing really.
He's been doing some indie movies. He became like a really kind of cult indie movie actor after Star Wars because like it was his way of getting away from obviously, you know,
the fandom.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's cool. It's cool that it's like he grew up in that role and he's like continuing it on for like another however many years that's going to be. So
yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah. Anyways, but that's it for me, I guess, for now. I did finish Moon Knight. It was okay.
I'm excited for Ms. Marvel.
Yeah, that looks like it's going to be
one.
fun.
Yeah. I'm stoked. Just like I didn't have any female superhero movies or shows really growing up. There really wasn't many options. So now it's like I'm getting all these options now.
And you mean Halle Berry's Catwoman didn't do it for you?
I'm like, no.
I'm not gonna say anything. Well, actually, I will say something. Like, I feel like I'm the only person in my circle of friends that like that movie.
Because it was Halle Berry in a leather catsuit. I mean,
that's probably it, but not.
Take away the cat suit.
Yeah, I understand. People were kind of upset, there was a whole bunch of stuff going on in the movie, but I can't really say a lot of it was bad because, I mean, if you look at the time frame when the movie came out, it's basically just like how every other damn comic book adaptation of any property goes when it hits the movie theater.
Yeah, but Batman Begins was out already.
Batman Begins was out?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah,
no,
it was.
wasn't.
I'm pretty sure Catwoman came out after that. We're gonna do a Google search here.
How long?
Okay, 2004
when did Green Lantern
was
come out?
2004 was Catwoman, and then Batman
2004?
Begins. Yep, and Batman Begins is 05.
Okay, well, whatever. You win.
When did Green Lantern come out? Was it right or?
Green Lantern was earlier.
So it's like in that pocket, like was Catwoman was like the tail end.
Actually, never mind. Wait, I think I was wrong. The Ryan Reynolds Green Lantern, that was 2011.
Oh, woof.
Yeah.
Man, DC just has such a hard time.
DC's always struggled, and I honestly feel like even like the Batman adaptations are sus, excluding Christopher Nolan. But I think the Batman fandom is what basically keeps those movies popular.
Oh, for sure.
I have to say, they messed up by trying to catch up with Marvel.
Yeah,
right? They did the Justice League movies first.
Did their own thing, yeah.
Look, I actually liked Man of Steel. I thought that movie was pretty okay. It wasn't
still
great,
was
but it was okay.
That still was okay, but I had a whole problem with like the fact that Krypton looked like it was like a caveman planet.
But
I'm like, this is all you could do with your imagination.
They spent all the budget.
yeah,
Have them living in caves.
Yeah.
This is what we do on Krypton.
yeah, and
That's hilarious.
I just think with everything going on with like Ezra Miller now and like just the reception and the Amber Heard Johnny Depp situation, like they need to just start over. They just did, and
They
like
need to take a little chill pill.
well, Discovery. Well, now that Warner and Discovery have merged, Discovery has come in and said, "Look, we are cleaning house for DC Entertainment. We're doing something, and it's not this." And I'm like,
I think they're going to be focusing like just like those individual, like the Joker was so fire, like that was such a great success for them, and it was so different from everything else they're doing. What's your book? Peacemaker. You didn't see the Joker? Oh my god.
I haven't seen the Joker either.
Oh, it is so different from all the other DC movies. It's very dark and like very, I don't know. It's just I don't want to spoil anything, but it's a really cool approach. And Peacemaker, I don't know if you watched that on HBO.
I did.
I've seen the first episode. I need to continue.
I think John Cena is great in that movie or in that show, but like I just thought it was just like okay.
Oh, because I saw him. So I saw that character the first time in Suicide Squad 2, and I was like, this character's kind of trash. Whatever, I don't care about him. And then to find out he had a show, I was like, there's got to be something else going on here. And then once you like really, I mean, it takes a few episodes, of course, but once you like peel back the layers of his character and oh my god, the stuff that he's dealt with and like
that's honestly what I was getting. Yeah. I haven't seen the new Suicide. I haven't seen the latest Suicide Squad movie yet. So I felt like I was kind of cheating watching Peacemaker because I was like, wait, should I be watching this?
Peacemaker is a sequel to that movie. You should probably watch it. You are right because I did see what they did to Amanda Waller and I was like, ooh, I should have saw the movie. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. But that was a shocker for me. So I feel like DC is going to be moving in that direction of just focusing on the hero or villain instead of like trying to pull everyone into a movie again.
Yeah,
it just doesn't work for them.
Yeah, I watched the Batman a couple weeks ago and I thought it was actually pretty good. I'm
dying to see it.
Oh man, it's good. It's real different, but I think it's worth watching. Like if you're going in expecting Nolan Batman, don't.
No. I don't. I'm kind of expecting the more of a Joker approach. But
it's not really that either, though. It's more of like a detective movie. Honestly,
okay, cool. Which I love that.
With action and Zoe Kravitz as Catwoman, which is also okay with me.
His other crush.
You got me. Oh. Surprise. Anyways, who's playing or watching something else?
Stephanie, what you been playing or watching?
Come back to me in 1 second.
Sure. Okay. Well, the better part of my last week, all I've done is played Final Fantasy VII Remake on the PC. And it's actually been a little while, because I was originally playing the PS4 version, but I never beat it. So I was playing this one because I'm playing it on PC, and there's some things that I was like, okay, I know it hasn't been that long since I played the first game, but I don't remember certain things happening like in the very beginning. Everybody's played Final Fantasy VII at this point, so we all know the very first thing you do is blow up a Mako reactor in Sector 8.
What?
But what happens after that? You played Final Fantasy? No, you never played Final Fantasy VII, have you?
I have. I played like 5 hours of it, and I was like, I'm done.
Okay. You never beat it.
The original, not the remake.
Yeah, the original. Yeah. So there was just things that happened like in the aftermath, and I was like, I don't remember this the last time I played this game. So it's interesting. It's cool. I love the treatment that the modding community gave the PC version of the game because like anyone that knows when the game first came out on PC, like it was very limited on like options and stuff. Like you could barely change the resolution. There was not a whole bunch of stuff you could do to it. And I wound up getting this tool that's called hold on, I'm pulling it up right now. It's called Flawless Widescreen. Basically, because I have a 49-inch ultra wide curved monitor and stuff like that. So the first thing it did was it blew up the game to where it filled out the entire monitor. So that's awesome right there, because now I can see everything that's going on, because like if you know how the battle goes, how the battle system goes in this game, like everything's everywhere and it's attacking you and stuff like that. So now I have more field of view where I can see everything, so I know, oh shit, that thing behind me is about to get me. Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah, stuff like that, and there's a whole bunch of other stuff. So that's been my whole thing that I've sunk into. I haven't really played anything else, but I did, continue down the rabbit hole of further jailbreaking my PS Vita as well as my Nintendo 3DS. And
Nice.
and yeah, I need to buy a bigger SD card.
Wait, can you jailbreak mine too?
Sure. We'll talk later. Wait, which one? It does.
The Vita?
Oh, by the way, do not jump on the latest firmware. Like Sony just dropped a firmware update for PS3 and PS Vita. Don't get it.
Oh.
Well, number one, here's a little bit of news tonight on Boss Rush Podcast. The new firmware options for the PS3 and the PS Vita, basically it basically limits what you can do for signing up on the PlayStation Network. Because so, newsflash, they're already starting to limit like your accessibility to the PlayStation Store on that and things like that. So that's the major thing. But of course, like if anyone has thought about getting custom firmware on their device and stuff, don't go past. I think it's 3.6. Shoot, give me a second. I will tell you. Don't go past official firmware.
You're right there, LeRon. You're about to drop this big news thing, and then you don't have it prepared. It's like Crossroads all over again.
Don't go past official firmware 3.65 on the PS Vita. Don't go higher.
Okay.
You might have problems. But yeah, I can hook you up. We'll talk.
Okay. Cool.
My Vita died. It's dead.
Oh, rest in peace.
Rip.
Yeah, it's
That's
gonna cost. It's gonna cost like $400 or $500 to get a new one.
I know. I'm not. No, I'm fine.
No, the crazy part is though, they're still like brand new ones. When I say brand new ones, I mean like ones that have never been opened that are there for sale.
Yeah, no, they're like $400 on Amazon.
Which isn't bad, because like the original system was $300.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Well, the one that they did, not the OLED one.
My bad. It was $250. My bad.
I was gonna say, because I bought the Borderlands bundle one for $250 or something.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, like I had that's my launch edition. I still have the original OLED one, like day one edition. I'm afraid something's gonna happen to it, so I should think about spending money and buying a backup.
Cool.
Yeah, that's everything I've been doing.
Well, LeRon, when the 3DS store shuts down, I'm sending you my 3DS so you can do things to it.
And also just send me your wish list of whatever you want put on it, and I'll make sure it's there.
That's too many things, man.
Just don't ask me for Netflix. That looks like trash on
dude, I have Netflix on 75 other devices. Why would I want to watch it on
75 other devices?
Oh, man. Our chat is bumping tonight. I love this.
I know. I love it. I love it. Come back next week. Come back next week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. You want to come to Crossroads? We're primarily a PlayStation show.
Nope. Just kidding.
Anyway, thanks, LeRon, for covering. This time I was being summoned by my child. But I'll keep it quick.
Am I right?
I still haven't been playing anything because my goal is to finish my novel, right? I've hit 50,000 words.
Oh,
so
yeah. You're in the home stretch now.
So hopefully, like I said, by June, I'll be talking about games I've been playing, but I at least have something to share. And I'll describe it for my audio listener, or our audio listeners, is that Stoy and his friends from Stoy's from EXP Cast, they did a road trip and stopped by the physical store of Limited Run. And I'm like, Stoy, give me these things and I'll Venmo you the money. So first, I got this special edition
Ooh.
Turok
Ooh.
No.
that
Nice.
looks like the N64 box. It's not. It's got a game, a poster, a soundtrack.
Does the box
And
look like an
this.
N64 cartridge? Yes.
Yo, look at that.
That's awesome.
Wow.
That's amazing. God, I love limited run.
Yeah, I'm holding up what looks like an actual N64 cartridge.
N64
It's not a real cartridge, but it's heavy. This is like a legit. I can knock someone out.
Does
with
it make
this.
you want to like blow the
Blow into it? Yeah.
Even though the cartridges all say don't blow on them.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And here's the actual game
Oh,
inside. So like
man.
this is a great
Wow.
deal. Like limited run is amazing. And then
How much was that one?
that one I think was
I think-
80.
Okay. Well,
No,
yeah,
no, can't be. Crap.
Because I think
I
Hey,
also I got West of
Hey,
Loathing.
nice.
and that
West
was
of Loathing.
15. So help me do math here. What's 80 minus 15?
65.
65.
That's how much Turok costs, which is not
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, because Stoy told us last night on Crossroads that basically the store honors the online price. You know, that's on the website. So yeah, wherever they last advertised it for on the website is what they charge at the store.
And in West of Loathing, it's your typical Switch box. It has like this cute little art book, and it says the concept art is this beautiful hand-drawn lady. The real art is a stick figure,
That's so funny.
That's fun.
right? I love and see like they give more than like Nintendo gives.
Oh,
Mhm.
for
They're
real?
fan.
Yeah.
So
They're
that's
great.
my show and tell in lieu of me not actually playing any games right now. But I can't wait to turn on Turok because when I was first playing it as a kid on the N64, I was such
Game was awesome.
Yeah. I was a terrified chicken, but I wanted to brave through it and I couldn't. And now I'm gonna go back and conquer my
I kind
dinosaurs.
of love that.
Turok
I
was
kinda love
awesome.
That story.
Turok. I didn't get any limited run games this week, but I did add to my Wii U collection.
Oh,
It'll
what'd
be
you add?
it'll be in the mail next week.
Why are you still buying things?
Why
What's
not,
this-
LeRon?
Maybe that'll be the next system with games that'll be selling for hundreds of dollars.
Yeah.
In like
Nah,
20 years.
not really. Not with the way they're putting them all on the Switch. No.
I got Splinter Cell and Deus Ex on
Cool.
Wii U. I have a massive Wii U collection because I collect for the wrong systems.
Do you have a Switch?
Yeah,
Oh.
Oh,
you
does he
choose
have
the
a
Wii U.
Switch?
I have
He has
3
like
Switches.
5 Switches.
Yeah.
I have 3, but
You have 3 Switches and
Uh-huh.
you choose to play on the Wii U. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm saying I collect for the bad systems.
fine.
I'm also
fine,
on
I mean-
record. I'm also
Oh,
on
yeah,
record
there
on
you go.
several podcasts that I think the Wii U is the best Nintendo console in terms of software. So
Software, okay. Software, yes. I will agree with you with that statement. Software, yes.
just saying,
And I'm not even a Nintendo fan.
it's got
That is a
it's got the
bold statement.
it's got the 3 best Zelda games. It's got the best 3D Mario game. It's got the best Xenoblade game. It's got a bunch of third-party support. There's something else
Yeah.
I always say too, but now I forget.
Yeah, like they did dig themselves out of that third-party hole.
It's got the best
Wii
Mario
U.
Kart.
Yeah, but the new Mario Kart on Switch.
It's this Wii U one. They just ported it.
Wait, no, but they added new tracks.
I know, but
Yeah.
The new tracks are fire. They're
Mhm.
so good.
Okay.
did a new wave come
Talk to
out?
LeRon
Because I
about
must have
Mario
missed those
Kart.
tracks.
There's 2
Oh
new
yeah.
cups.
Don't talk to me about it.
There's 2 cups and 8 tracks, and then
Oh, so it's just the first wave.
just the first wave. Yeah, I think. Yeah, but I think it's cool that they're like releasing. Like you can see all the cups, but they're
Mhm.
locked.
Yeah.
I think it's cool that they're like releasing it over time. It's like, all right, you got me hooked. Like I'll stick around and play.
All right. Well, if that's all we've been playing, guys, we have questions from our followers on Twitter.
Woo!
So remember, if you have a question, you can tweet at Boss Rush Podcast or Boss Rush Network. We will find it. We will answer your questions. We'll read your topics. We will talk about stuff. Because if we weren't talking about stuff on a podcast, that would just be a terrible podcast.
Oh, hold on. I have a question.
No, LeRon, you are not a fan. What do you want?
Okay, fine.
I mean,
What
it
do you
could be.
No. I'm on the Switch store right now. Did they just completely delist Advance Wars?
Yeah, because now it's not coming out till next year, is the rumor.
Wait, for real?
Yeah.
Who wants to buy my Nintendo Switch? Who wants to buy? I will give you a very handsome deal for it. Hell, I might even jailbreak it at this point. Who wants to buy my Switch?
Oh, poor LeRon.
Wow.
This
LeRon's
is
very
the most
upset.
torturous.
Yeah, it
Wait.
was in their recent financial thing where they're like, yeah,
Aw.
we've delayed in Advance Wars indefinitely for the fiscal year of 2023. And
Okay,
which
you
ends
know
in
what?
March.
You Okay, you know what? I'm gonna sound like an asshole right now, but I don't think the war in Ukraine has anything to do with this. I think something else is going on with this game now. I really do, because I feel like companies, like, when they know they have something that prints money,
Here
they
it
will
is.
get it out there.
This is
They
where I
will
read
get
it.
it
I
out
read
there.
it on Game Informer. So
Mhm.
then we'll get into questions, I promise. Let's see. Let me find where it says Advance Wars. This could be worrisome for fans of Advance Wars because the remakes were originally set to release in December of 2021 before they were delayed to spring of this year. Then Advance Wars 1 and 2 Reboot Camp was delayed again, this time indefinitely, with a, quote, TBA set for its expected launch. It doesn't sound like Nintendo is certain this remake package will even release this year, which would represent quite the delay for the game.
Oh, I love the fire.
There's a quote that went with that, though. But good news, they might fill that October slot with Wind Waker, Twilight Princess double pack, and a Metroid Prime remake. So
Twilight Princess. Give me
Oh,
that.
is that based off of like what some guy made a guess or was he not a
Grubb,
link, but-
Jeff Grubb.
Yeah.
Jeff Grubb. Yeah.
yeah, Emily Rogers made that a while ago too, probably like 2 or 3 months ago. That
Right, Emily Rogers called Indie World Showcase, so let's go Zelda.
because
You know what,
she said they both said if Zelda, if Breath of the Wild got delayed out of this year, that they would release those games this year because Nintendo wants a Zelda product out every year, whether it's a Warriors game, a remake, a remaster, or a new game. So, and this would be the first year that we wouldn't have gotten one of those things.
Nintendo might get back in my good graces only if that happens.
Look, they
because,
gave
like,
me-
the only fracking game I wanted, from last year's E3 from Nintendo's show was Advance Wars. And,
LeRon's heart.
I feel like
Yeah,
I do, I feel like I do this
before
every
the
week. I do
Ron
this every week.
goes
I do this
on
every
an
week.
advanced rage, we're gonna answer some questions.
I do this every week. I'm sorry. I will promise not to do it next week.
No, because somebody will accidentally mention Advance Wars and you'll go on another rant.
I'll get all foamy mouth and destroy my bedroom.
I'm gonna tweet you guys next week.
LeRon, just download Wargroove and you'll be fine.
I have War Groove, and I re-downloaded all 4 Advance Wars on my jailbroken.
Oh god.
Yes.
Okay, so our first question comes from David Nystrom. You should check out his Arrow Without a Hero story that he's writing. It's really cool. He was on an episode of Expansion Pass with Ed recently. Describe your favorite game or game series poorly. Maybe do one of your favorites and have the others guess. Famous example is Lord of the Rings. A group of friends return jewelry. I actually thought about this one, and you guys are going to get it anyway, but space wizards travel the solar system to fight bugs and robots.
Star Wars.
Mass Effect?
Oh my gosh, guys, what's the only game I ever play?
Oh,
Destiny.
Destiny!
Destiny.
Oh,
There's so many space things though, so
I know.
How about this? Collecting garbage, as much garbage as you can to make a star.
Oh,
Donut
That
County.
sounds like.
oh my god, I love
Katamari
Donut County.
Wait,
Oh,
was it
Yeah,
Donut County?
Katamari Damacy.
Okay.
that's what it is. I'm like the rolling thing. I'm like, what the fuck is
Yeah.
that mean?
You know that wasn't I don't know. That was kind of obvious. I gotta think about a better one.
Well, no. You actually framed it right, because if you said rolling, like, it would have been a little too much. It would have been a little too close. Shoot.
I have one, but I feel like no one will get it.
Hyper.
Let's do it. Bring it.
Yeah, bring it.
Okay.
It's fine.
Yeah, bring it. Yeah.
Stephanie will get it. She likes indie
I feel
games.
like if anyone here would get it, it'd probably be Stephanie. Walking through sand up a mountain.
Oh,
Journey?
Journey.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just, yeah.
Yay. How about what's that guy who did a lot of the cheesy exercises in the 80s?
Richard Simmons. That
Richard
guy?
Simmons, but in a fantasy world.
Richard Simmons, but in a fantasy world.
What? The
Or taking a Richard Simmons class in a fantasy world.
that Ring
Wait,
Fit
Ring Fit
Adventure.
Adventure?
I was
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Hyper advanced Neanderthals slaying mythical creatures.
Monster Hunter. Oh,
I Monster Hunter. Like looking at my stuff, like what could I?
Techno lady makes everything extinct.
Horizon.
No.
Everything
Makes everything extinct.
Yeah.
No lady.
Bug Snacks.
Corey, you keep getting lost when you play this game.
Oh, Metroid.
Metroid?
Oh.
I was staring at that game last night. You know, I was like, maybe this is the night.
Like to Samus's credit, she's extincted 3 different species.
Yeah. Elf
Little
Boy
girl.
meets
Oh,
fairy.
you go.
Elf Boy meets fairy travels to dungeons.
Oh
What?
God!
Seriously,
Ocarina of Time.
Corey?
Ocarina of Time. Jesus Christ! The one of the games I can't stand. Like,
Little girl struggles to make strawberry pie.
Cooking Mama. Nope.
little girl struggles to make strawberry pie. I really don't know.
I feel like the wheels are spinning with Stephanie.
What's a game where you cook things?
Or struggle to get strawberries.
Animal Crossing.
Celeste.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
guess what I was holding in my hand?
Oh my god! That's so funny.
I was staring at it.
man.
I'm like, is it? Is it?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm so mad at myself right now. Let's see. Oh, this should be. Let me see. Horror in split screen.
Wait, what?
Horror, HORROR, in split
Yeah.
screen.
In split screen. Horror in split screen. That's not as easy as you think it was. Horror in split screen.
Phasmophobia? No. It's split screen.
Split screen.
I'll give you a hint. It's a horror game that's been released in the last few years. So it's like a newer horror game, not a older series or something.
Let's see.
But you said split screen.
Yeah. So
I feel like split screen is the clue, but I'm just drawing a blank though.
I know, yeah.
Isn't one of Supermassive's games split screen? Can't you play 2-player with that?
ready?
Man, I'm like, what? God, no, I don't know.
Wait. Oh, the medium.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. That's good. That was a good one.
I like that. Nice.
The medium is a good game. It's so underappreciated.
Wow, good topic. Good job. Does anybody have any more, or do we want to go to the next one?
Let's move on.
All
Let's
right,
move on.
great. Brad Melville writes in. He says, "Books you want to see made into video games."
He made a Boss Rush banner about this.
Did he?
I would
Yeah.
love to see. Have you ever read the Silo series? The first, it's a trilogy. The first book's called Wool, but it's basically about a post-apocalyptic world, and the rest of society lives in an underground silo. But in the silo, it's like this caste system. So like the rich people get to live up top, and the poor people live at the bottom. And there's like this power struggle between the bottom of the silo and the top, and then all this other stuff that's going on. But I think that'd be such a good video game. And I don't want to spoil the ending because it's pretty major, but it's like if I could play that as a video game, that'd be like a sick sci-fi game.
Okay.
This is gonna sound so bad, but nothing I've read recently I would want to, like like be adapted to video games, because like I've been doing a lot of research on trying to craft my writing style. So I've been reading a lot of romance books lately.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It could be another wife game.
Yeah.
It could be like Dream Daddy.
Oh, that's not a bad idea, actually. But I don't think they've ever made any. There's been no video game adaptations for Ender's Game, have there?
No.
Yeah, like because I read how many books are in Ender's Game? Is it 3 or 4?
I think there's 3. There's at least
Okay,
3.
I've read two of them.
I read the first 2 and I stopped because like the first game the first book is amazing and the second book was like meh, and I was like, well, should have stopped after the first one.
Orson Scott Card is not. Yeah, I'm like Orson Scott Card is not as good as everybody says he is.
No, I mean you have what, Ender's Game? What's the other book he did after Ender's Game that everybody loved? I forget.
Let's see, Orson Scott.
I mean,
Card.
For me, I'm getting my Harry Potter game this year, so I'm good to go.
Yep, that's one.
Let's see,
No, the Harry Potter one I was stoked for, and then it was like, is there no online play? Are you not like hanging out with your friends?
There's a co-op element to it, but it's not like a persistent online world. It's just like
I was like so bummed. I wanted it like open world and like meet people, like meet your other like classmates and stuff.
Yeah, I think
I think
there's such a backlash on that type of game now that they were like, plus like Avalanche, the studio that's doing it, the biggest game they ever did was Disney Infinity. So like they don't really actually like have the chops to do that. Like if Ubisoft was doing that like with the Division or the Avatar game that's coming out this year, like that'd be one thing, that'd be cool, but Avalanche is like, this is a stretch for them. So
yeah.
Don't get me wrong, I love Disney Infinity. I have every single figure lined up on my wall in front of me, but it's not a great game. Cars 3 also not a great game.
Other than, Harry Potter stuff. At first I was thinking something like from my childhood reading, like The Hatchet, but it's just a wilderness survival thing, and there's a ton of games like that. So the only other thing I can really defer to is, and when LeRon said it, it made me think of it, is, I have a collection of, fairy tales, like your traditional, like old school fairy tale book. It'd be cool if there's a video game that has you as a character playing through all sorts of wacky fairy tales, and you jump from fairy tale to fairy tale, like something like that. That'd be cool.
Have you ever played, I think it's called Fairy Tale Fights?
No, I've heard of it.
I think that was like PS3, maybe? But it was like this, like Little Red Riding Hood is like badass, and she's like running around tearing through everything, and I think you run into other like fairy tale characters.
Nice. It reminds me of, what's that Telltale game?
The Wolf Among
Us.
Us.
Wolf Among Us.
Wolf Among Us, yeah.
Yeah.
Fairy Tale Fights is a hack and slash action adventure game developed by PlayLogic Game Factory and published for PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. Allows the player a chance to reclaim the fairy tale status of Little Red Riding Hood, Snow White, Jack, the Naked Emperor, and much more.
Nice.
What would make a great game? Our friend MJ Kuhn wrote a book called Among Thieves, and it is about a team-based heist. And it's kind of like I'm imagining a game similar to like Uncharted, where like everybody's kind of good, but everybody's kind of bad in their own way, you know. And it's like that would be a cool game. Not to plug our friend's
I'd play
book or
that.
anything, but it's a great book. You should
play
read
it.
it. But also, it would be a great game. Also, a sequel just got announced, which I'm kind of excited for. So
Nice.
just want to shout that out. Yeah, I don't know why I just thought of that, but I thought that was a good idea. Anyway, I'm currently reading the Reggie book. I don't think that would make a very good video game.
My body is ready.
Yeah.
Have you gotten to the part where he said he had to fight like Nintendo execs about bundling Wii Sports with the Wii?
I'm
Have
not
you gotten
there.
that part yet?
I'm not there yet, but I heard it in a couple podcasts I listened to this week.
Yeah.
Which is hilarious because that game was so tied to that launch.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like I feel like the Wii would have failed if it was not in there.
Yeah. So, also, did you know that he is the one that got the touchscreen in the DS?
Really?
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
Yeah.
you know, we could have a whole other topic
could.
about this stuff, but it's crazy how the Japanese development companies don't ever like want to listen to like U.S. execs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean I mean Nintendo's a very protective company for better or for worse. So
Yeah.
most of the time it's the worst.
Well, I mean, it put Sega out of business.
They're not out of business. They're just everywhere now.
It put Sega out of the hardware business.
Take up.
Like Sega doesn't even make pinball machines anymore.
That's fine. Nobody plays pinball. Our last question. I'm just kidding. Our last question comes from Deshaun Malone, our friend, our dear friend. He says, "Y'all do a lot of content. What does your daily routine look like for your pods and content?" Who wants to go first?
I would say let our guest start first.
Yeah.
Because I feel like the guys of our a lot of the people who tune into us regularly listen to like our ins and outs. I know since we've redone the formula for Bossers podcast, we've said a few behind the scenes things that we do all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. What do I do? Well, I have a full-time job, so I don't actually have a ton of free time. So I pretty much just stream Saturdays right now. So I usually, during the week, will pick out a game that I'm going to stream that Saturday. And then I just launched my YouTube. So pretty much any day if I wrap up work early, I'll write a script, and then the next day, if I know I'm going to have a light day, I'll record, and then the next day, so it's like a 3-day thing, I'll edit it. But that's pretty recent. Other than that, like, work's been keeping me very busy for the last decade, and I had no work-life balance. So I'm just sort of now settling into, I just got started a new job, so I'm just now settling into being able to create more and work on the stuff I want to work on in addition to my job.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Nice. Who wants to go next?
You got something, Stephanie? Go for it.
Well, it's really not much because I'm a pharmacist, full-time job with a child, so whatever I can squeeze in is when I can squeeze in. Like when I write from the Boss Rush website, I may or may not be taking advantage of quiet moments at my job, but I dedicate my Wednesday nights to here, and then I don't know, just whenever I can. And that's why I wanted to speak up, because I really don't have a magic trick to this. I can only tackle one passion project at a time, though. That's why I'm not playing a lot of video games right now, because I want to finish my novel. Because when I write my novel, I need like hours dedicated. Nobody be talking to me. Like, I don't need to be doing. I need to just do this one thing. And like for video games, as an adult, I'm sure we all can say, kids or no kids, as an adult, we have limited time to play video games. I don't want to rush it. I want to savor it.
It's fair. It's fair.
That's sorry, LeRon. Go ahead.
No. You're good. You're good. Um, okay, so with me with the process that gets into for me getting ready for Crossroads particularly because Crossroads, initially when Crossroads started out, we were purely PlayStation content, and after 70 episodes, we shifted and actually started. Well, I was already talking about PC gaming on Crossroads a lot anyway, but we did more of a focus on just talking more about PC and Xbox along with PlayStation because situational things happen and right now there's no Xbox outlet for Boss Rush.
Mm-hmm.
But usually the way it goes is it's a week-long process for me because usually how it starts is the show goes live Tuesday nights usually at 8 p.m. on my Twitch stream, but sometimes timing is an issue. So yeah, there's that. But usually it's a week-long process getting ready for the show. So starting on the Wednesday after the previous show has aired, after I've gotten all the edits and everything done for the show that we just recorded, I'm usually doing my thing, trying to write new articles and stuff for the BossRush.net website because I try to incorporate a lot of the stuff that we talk about. And Crossroads is mainly a news show, so I try to incorporate the stuff that we talk about during the week and get it directly from BossRush.net. That way, like we get traffic that rolls back to the website. So yeah, so for the latter part of the week, so from Wednesday through Saturday, sometimes Sunday, I'm usually writing stuff and that all becomes part of my generated show notes for what I start working on Mondays and Tuesdays when I'm getting ready for the show on Tuesday nights. And basically, like for everybody that's listening out there that may be new to Boss Rush Podcast for the first time, basically, like we typically bring like 3, maybe 4 news topics, but there's always one marquee topic where like we try to talk about something big that's going on in the industry, or things that are going on in gaming, or things going on in our lives that revolve around games and stuff like that, which we call the feature topic for the night. And it's just a bunch of banter, we have a lot of fun. Sometimes we get very heavy on like one side of things in the conversation, but normally the process is me doing a lot of research and being OCD and getting notes together and all that stuff, and then making sure everybody's on the same page, so like we're not looking like a bunch of like unscripted idiots on Tuesday night when the show goes live. It's a vicious cycle. And I'm pretty sure Corey's going to have something very similar in his description.
No, maybe.
Well, shoot, Corey, you've got the Boss Rush podcast, you got Nintendo Power Block. Okay, so you've got the Boss Rush podcast,
Tower
you got
Casuals.
Nintendo Power and Tower Casuals. 3 shows right there that you're not just the host of, but you do all the editing and everything. You edit Boss Rush After Dark, which I'm the host for, and you write for the website.
Yeah. So my week is pretty busy, and I usually try to not work on this stuff on the weekends, but that's been harder and harder recently. But like Sunday night, Ed will send out the doc for Pow Block, and I will gather questions for that show. And Jacob's been doing news for it, so we kind of put the doc together, and we get a topic ready, and then Monday night we record Nintendo Pow Block, and then I'll stay up and edit Pow Block until like usually like 12:30 or 1 o'clock, and let it process overnight. And then I'll wake up early and upload it before I go to work in the morning. And then Tuesday night is like my catch-up day on social media stuff, unless I'm on Crossroads or guesting on another show. I usually catch up on our social media stuff. I kind of put stuff through our Buffer account, and kind of have it automated so I don't really have to worry about it. And then I will kind of put together the rest of Nintendo Power Block for that, because Power Block posts on Wednesdays, even though we record on Mondays. And then Wednesday, it's this and After Dark, and I'll stay up after both shows and edit them and make sure they're processed, because this show goes up on Patreon on Friday, and After Dark goes up on Saturday. And then my Thursdays, I prep for Tower Casuals, which is the Destiny podcast that I do. and we record that on Thursdays, and then Ed and I will record an expansion pass on Thursdays after Tower Casuals. And then I'll stay up and edit those, and then I'll make sure everything is posted Friday night. And then Saturday, I will kind of catch up on social media stuff in the morning and kind of make sure everything's ready to go for the following week. But now we're kind of prepping for our big episode 300 for Nintendo Power Block, and so like I'm making new assets and fun things for that show for the 300th episode, and that's taken up a lot of time too. So yeah, that's my week. And I mean, like you guys, I have a full-time job that I go to every day.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. You know, one thing none of us mentioned, but I think all of us also work on is our Discord communities. That's like a whole other thing to maintain.
Actually,
That is true.
Corey works in that Discord community. I don't have Discord. It's like the scariest thing in the world for me right now, and I need to get one. Given that I have over, you know, like I check my analytics and stuff, and like there's interaction happening on both my YouTube and Twitch channel. So I feel like I should.
Well,
Yeah, but
totally, 100%.
Our Discord is actually pretty self-sustaining now. When we kind of first started, Dan kind of took that over a little bit and kind of reworked it, and like it's more for like our we have like other shows kind of join our quote-unquote network and kind of have brought in their communities into our Discord too, so that's kind of like been really cool to see. But we also have a quote-unquote work Discord, which like if anybody uses Slack, that's kind of what we use Discord for there too. It's like, oh well, this episode posted, this episode's, you know, whatever. The other thing I forgot, LeRon, are we doing standard def on Sunday night?
Oh yes, we are.
I forgot. Yeah. We try to fit that in somewhere too. And then,
Currently, I am on four different shows. Like one, my Crossroads is a partner show that I'm partnered with for Boss Rush, and then I'm tied to 3 other projects on Boss Rush Network. So usually I'm streaming at least 2 good nights a week. Well, no, I'm sorry, not streaming, podcasting 2 good nights a week.
Yeah, because standard def is kind of like, that's the show that doesn't have like a specific recording night, so we kind of just fit it in wherever anybody can fit it in, and
That's what she said.
nice. So
Sorry, it was right there.
no, I get it. It's a good one. It's a good use of.
I love when ladies jump on it faster than us guys do now. I love it.
So yeah, I mean, balancing, like getting the MCU standard def has been more difficult than I anticipated. But the Disney one is really taking off. So yeah. So good times. Anyways,
Those are great questions.
yeah, I like
Yeah,
questions.
these were good.
It makes me not have to think as hard to talk about things.
Yeah, keep them coming. I mean, dang, that was a whole set of topics on its own.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, those all could have been like each their own episode.
Yeah. So you can email the show at bossrushpodcast@gmail.com, or you can tweet at us at bossrushpodcast or at bossrushnetwork. Either one will do. It's fine. We'll find it. But I think that's gonna do it for this episode of the Boss Rush podcast. So I want to thank everybody watching and or listening. Thank you to all of our Twitch chatters. Wow, I don't know. Thanks to the new Twitch chatters.
Thanks, chat.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, you
Thanks,
guys are
chat.
so much fun.
Yeah, you were. Yeah, for real.
Anyways, thank you guys for watching and or listening. You can check out all of our content on bossrush.net. If you want to watch the rest of our shows, you can go to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/bossrushnetwork. If you listen on podcast services, please leave us a 5-star rating and review. It really helps. NerderSheWrote, thank you for joining us tonight. Thank you for your time. Really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
You want to tell everybody where they can find you on the internet?
Yes. You can find me at twitch.tv/NerderSheWrote. I stream every Saturday around 6 or 7 p.m. I start. And I stream indie games. And you can get me. Oh, yeah. You can find me also at NerderSheWrote on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. I also have a website, www.NerderSheWrote.com. So you can get all my socials there too. I'm on TikTok. I've got a Discord. I've got a YouTube.
You got to grab those names, even if you don't use them. You just got to grab them.
You just grab it. So I'm at NerderSheWrote literally anywhere. So you can come find me if you like indie games. Come hang out. The Discord's fun. We do like a question of the day, and we've got indie game news. We've got different events that go on every other month or so. We've got Friday nights. We do community night in the Discord, and we watch movies and play games. So come hang out.
Fun.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, thanks again for joining us. Stephanie, where can we find you?
People can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Klimov, KLIMOV_author. You can find various articles of mine on bossrush.net, here on the Boss Rush podcast Wednesday nights, on After Dark, the adult mature podcast, and the Disney Standard Definition podcast.
LeRon.
All right, you can find me on social media at Exodus803. That's also my Twitch and YouTube channels. Also my gamer tag across various platforms, including PSN and Steam. And like I said earlier, Tuesday nights, twitch.tv/Exodus803 for the Crossroads Gamescast for Boss Rush Network, as well as Standard Definition with that guy, Corey, for the Marvel Universe stuff, and another Standard Definition for Mass Effect with my boy Stoy. And then Boss Rush After Dark, where I'm the lead host for that show. My information's in the stream chat right now. There you go.
Also, all this information will be in the show notes too. So, anyways, you can find me at IamCoreyInHD on Twitter and Instagram. You can find me hosting. Oh crap, that's the wrong show. You can find me hosting the Boss Rush podcast. You can find me on After Dark. You can find me on Nintendo Power Block, Standard Definition. I have a Destiny show called Tower Casuals you can check out. Expansion Pass, pretty much everything here on Boss Rush you can check out. Remember to like, subscribe, share, rate, and review wherever you listen to this show. Thank you so much for watching and or listening. And until next time, we love you. Goodbye.
Take care, everyone.
Ciao.
Bye.